Hello, folks, and welcome to Kudlow. I'm Larry Kudlow. I know it's Monday of a new week, but I want to go back to Tuesday of last week, which happened to be President Joe Biden's State of the Union message. I reread it over the weekend, along with some commentary about it. And you know, from the standpoint of free market capitalism, or just free enterprise, or life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, Biden's message was just awful. A disaster. I mean, really bad. The guy's a complete control freak. Basically, if you go through that speech, he's something to say about virtually every corner of American life. Hat tip to Dan Henninger for his great column in the Wall Street Journal, Joe Biden is Bernie Sanders. Hat tip to Liz Peek for her column that everything Biden proposed would cause higher inflation. Now, here's somebody who got the story completely right. Please take a listen.
I'm for freedom. He's for government control. In the radical left's America, Washington taxes you and lights your hard-earned money on fire. But you get crushed with high gas prices, empty grocery shelves, and our children are taught to hate one another on account of their race, but not to love one another or our great country. Whether Joe Biden believes this madness or is simply too weak to resist it, his administration has been completely hijacked by the radical left. The dividing line in America is no longer between right or left. The choice is between normal or crazy.
Yeah, there you have it, normal or crazy. Sarah's right. I myself wrote about Biden's big government socialism and his regulatory assault on drug companies and tech companies and banks. He'd ban resort fees, cap concert tickets, tell people where they should sit on airplanes, and even dictate airline baggage costs. Give the teachers' union another pay hike, restore the full child tax credit with no work requirements, basically scratching every radical left-wing itch in the Democratic Party. But my work was way too modest. Dan Henninger reminds us that Biden had plans for women, election reform, marriage, gas prices, lead in pipes, cancer, insulin, Medicaid, 500,000 electric vehicle charging stations, housing, of course, student debt. And I was terribly remiss in not mentioning Biden's regulations on lumber, glass, drywall, fiber optic cables, all used in federal construction. But then again, Biden loves electric vehicles. He just hates the mining necessary to produce mineral resources like copper, nickel, and lithium. In a gift to China, his Interior Department just banned mining up in the Iron Range in Minnesota next to Lake Superior. He's damaged our energy and national security by depleting Strategic Petroleum Reserve, all for political control of gas prices. And in fact, there he goes again. Today, Mr. Biden announced another 26 million barrel sell-off. And did I just read that the Bidens are now permitting Medicaid to purchase groceries? There's a massive expansion of the welfare state. Of course, no work requirements ever. And he'd love to see the child tax credit permanently raised from $2,000 to $3,600. That would cost $1.6 trillion. Also with no work requirements, also a job killer. In fact, every single one of these welfare command and control proposals are job killers and prosperity killers. And they will promote higher inflation because of the stifling of the supply side of the economy. And speaking of prosperity killers, Mr. Biden wants to raise taxes on successful earners, a.k.a. rich people. It's called a billionaire's tax, but it would hit anybody's net wealth exceeding $100 million with a 20% marginal tax rate on all manner of income, including stuff that's not income, that is, unrealized capital gains. Even if there's no sale or no transaction, 20%. Now, I don't know how this calculation would be made, and actually it's probably unconstitutional, and even Europe abandoned the silliness of wealth taxes. But just in round numbers, it could raise the top personal tax rate on income to over 60% at the federal level. And then he wants to quadruple the stock buyback tax, which, if enacted, would reduce the rate of return to well over 100 million retirement investors who own stocks indirectly through IRAs and 401ks and various state pension funds like CalPERS, for example. So go get him, Joe. That's another prosperity killer. In fact, let me wrap with this. Joe Biden's economic vision is an unlimited welfare state coupled with rising taxes on business and free enterprise. That's all it is. It's a recipe for economic stagnation and very high inflation. It's an undisguised agenda of big government socialism. Joe Biden is Bernie Sanders, and then some. All right? And that is my riff.